today's video, I've made it my mission to win my first pro title here in Tokyo, Japan. Last week, I went undefeated, winning all of my group stage matches before being knocked out before my semi-final match. Literally. And this week, I'm back for vengeance. And it won't be easy as I'll have to overcome multiple ATP ranked opponents, including my very first group stage match. Now, for those of you that haven't been following along, I'm here in Japan competing in 2 weeks of UTR 25k pro event in order to get matches under my belt, some prize money, made 1.2k last week, and pick up my first pro title. This is all in preparation for some ITF tournaments to gain ATP points in the weeks to come as part of my goal to be one of the world's best 1000 ranked tennis players. So let's see how this week went. Week number 2. Match number 1, back to the group stage again. Got to try and make it to the semis. I've actually got my toughest match today. The seed number 1 of the group, seed number 3 in the tournament. It's going to be a tough battle, but I think if we can get through it, setting ourselves up to go really far. With what happened last week, I don't have, high expectations of this first day. I'm still a little bit fatigued. I don't know, it just took quite a bit out of my body. So yeah, just going to go in there, try and enjoy myself, play some good tennis and see what happens. And so after we got kicked off our original practice court, we headed to court number 2 to do a classic match warm up. I really wanted to try and keep it light today, nothing too crazy because I came in a bit fatigued from last week, but I wanted to have as much fun as possible. I decided I was just in one of those moods to have some fun, so we played a couple of practice points towards the end of this match warm up of about 15 to 20 minutes. I just tried to enjoy myself because sometimes you've got to remind yourself that's the reason you're playing. Also guys, if you enjoy these types of videos, it would really help if you click that subscribe button. Now let's get back to the video. Yes guys, so I'm about to go on the little Wimbledon hut here. I just wanted to speak a little bit on how I was feeling. A bit low energy, it's very isolating here. It's all well and good, showing you all the cool stuff, and there is loads of cool stuff here about playing in Tokyo. It's been a place that I've always wanted to visit, and this first week's been amazing. But I think over the last few days I've been feeling a little bit burnt out, honestly, and I don't want to kind of go down the rabbit hole of feeling sorry for myself and stuff. But I think it's important to talk about it, that being at these tournaments is tricky, it is isolating, you do feel lonely sometimes, and I think a lot of you guys potentially might also feel the same way sometimes. You think that if when you have a match, you've got to just focus on some of the things that are in your control right now, be super motivated on the court, enjoy the process of playing. It's been cool to go and see loads of stuff in Tokyo and meet up with some of the people like YouTubers like Iori, but I need to do a little bit more of it. I need to put myself out there a little bit more to keep doing that stuff to kind of keep me motivated. So yeah, let's go get it. I've also got these like some carbs before the match. These taste insane. I'm gonna smash down one of these. I've still got the bruise here from where I hit my head the other day, so I don't know, I didn't get it checked. Bit nervous about that, but we'll see. My first opponent was actually Kosuke Shibano. He had a UTR about 12.6 and he's ranked 1,600 in the world on the ATP rankings, and this match could determine whether I go through as first or second in my group, so it's very important. Okay, so match number 1, let's jump straight in. Good start, forehand winner, up the line, always how you want to begin it. I knew this opponent was going to be difficult from hitting with him in the warm-up. I definitely knew he was a bit more of a defensive player. He, liked to hit his backhand pretty flat, make a lot of balls, and I think overwhelm, his opponents by making a lot of shots. So I guess one of the players that I'd actually, rate myself against, because I feel like I can kind of hit through these guys, especially on a faster court. I always feel confident to kind of really try and hit big shots, especially against some of the pros that I've been playing against. Of course, beginning of this match didn't start how I expected it to. I came in with a little bit of a low energy. I'm not sure what it was, just feeling a little bit flat. So I kind of knew, look, I'm going to have to try and find a way of winning this match, even if I'm not feeling 100%. I felt like I was hitting my shots pretty decently well. I don't know, just something felt slightly off. And as you can see here, going down an early break, 3-1, definitely wasn't the start we wanted. So, changed the t-shirt here, thought maybe it makes a difference. But again, him serving some pretty decent serves, and just the returning felt slightly off, but managed to find a little bit of energy here in this game. I got kind of annoyed at one of the line calls, got really pumped after a couple of the points, and I don't know, it just lit a little bit of a spark. And sometimes you've got to find that. You see Novak on the tour sometimes getting angry at little things. He's almost hyping himself up, and I kind of did this at that point, and I kind of wanted to take that momentum and almost anger and use that to potentially find a break, as I find 2 break points here at 40-15. huge scramble, we get the break back to level it out at 4-all. Now it's all to play for. Now these two games are going to be absolutely crucial to determine how this match is going to go. Can I carry on my forward momentum, or am I going to slip back and get broken? Had a chance here at 30 love. Huge point to potentially get 3 set points here. Carried on that positive momentum really well, using the forehand, and I managed to force the error. And my opponent gets pretty mad. And I get a chance here to go set point up. And I get a chance here at set point, and my opponent double fault, giving me the first set. A big confidence boost, especially with a full third. Now, second set was going to need to come out all guns blazing to try and, just nip it in the bud and take this match. Managed to make that backhand line, keep myself in front, which is absolutely huge. And now my mindset was just shifting a little bit to try and just break one game here in the second. A little bit like the first, sneak a break, carry on for a 6-4 win. I think that was kind of my mindset here, so you can see me swinging a little bit freer. And I do manage to find a break point here, and he misses wide, giving me a 3-1 lead in the second set. Now it's going to be about keeping this positive momentum and finishing strong. Now my opponent did a pretty decent job of keeping me under pressure here, as you can see, a couple of good points, really just changes the narrative of this match from, I'm 4-1 up to 4-2, and it's getting tight, but one unforced error, keeps me in this service game here, gives me the confidence, and takes me to 5-2 in this set. And, I came into this game now with a lot of confidence. I can feel the victory. My opponent began to, not give up, but he began to kind of have a lot lower energy, and he could kind of sense, look, it's game over nearly, and I just fed off that energy and managed to take the win 6-4, 6-2 against a high UTR opponent. Having won my first match is putting me in a really good position to go through as the first player in this group. But how do these events actually work? Well, there's 20 players with 4 groups of 5, and you're guaranteed 5 matches over the week. You play out all of your group stage matches against each player, and however many matches you win determines your final position. Every single player goes through to a knockouts, first place into the semis, second place in the group into the 5th to 8th position, and so on. And so it was crucial that I won every single one of my matches to go through as first and to play for the title. So we somehow managed to find a win. First set, struggling honestly. Got a bit angry at line call, which kind of kicked me back into action. Yeah, he seemed to be a little bit lethargic and gave me quite a few free points, so I just capitalized and I took the win. He's a solid UTR, the highest in my box. Definitely a good win. 4-2 should help the UTR as well, but yeah, practice a little bit on the court with Dad, then get some recovery. After the match, I worked a little bit on my backhand, just trying to stay low and stay stable. When you're playing these matches, I'm not actually hitting loads of balls, so it was really good to get some reps in. Alright guys, so we're at Conveyor Belt Sushi, where we order all of our sushi on there and basically just comes to you. I love the fact that I can walk into a restaurant and not have to speak to anyone. I don't know, if that's just me, but yeah, it's pretty cool. They have loads of options, so Dad's going to be scrolling for a while, but the best thing is you can have as much as you want. Dad's struggling with using the tablet. You're not a big iPad kid. Ready to go. I've been practicing. Here it comes. Taste test, here we go.
are so much better than any sushi you have in the UK. We're gonna be here for a while, let's just say it like that.
Guys, apparently in the UK, they don't actually have real wasabi, they have like horseradish, but the wasabi here is going to be strong. Oh, it tastes way like richer.
What are you doing?
Oh, it's cheese.
He's put green tea in his sushi. He thought it was wasabi.
This is the aftermath. This is the current price. My dad's going to take a guess. We've ordered 25 items. What's the price in yen? 3,780, which is 18 pounds. Of course, he orders French fries. Right, so I thought that was pretty successful. We'll definitely be going there if I have a long match to get as much food as humanly possible. But now I'm gonna head to bed. I want to get some sleep. Last night didn't get too much. Gonna rest and recover and go win the box. That's the plan. This green tea stuff that I've been drinking is actually a cheat code. So this basically like has caffeine in it and it gives you kind of like prolonged energy and it doesn't give you these like caffeine spikes. So I've been mixing this in on top of the coffee, of course. We're not gonna be getting rid of that. A little practice wall, a little bit of a warm up, beautiful weather, so ready to go. Vamos. So before this match, I really wanted to get in a good physical warm up and also work on some of the exercises which just kind of keep that plyometric movement. It keeps kind of the fast feet, that type of stuff, because when I'm playing a lot of matches, I'm not really doing a lot of strength and conditioning work. Also working on warming up the shoulder, that type of stuff. I think that's really important. If you're interested in some of these exercises and what I'm actually doing, then drop a comment below. Right guys, so I kind of remember like ages ago, I used to hit against the wall outside my house, and this is bringing back so many memories. I haven't hit against the wall for so long. I remember playing Federer at Wimbledon, played for like an hour against the wall, just imagining these scenarios in my head. I definitely need to improve because I'm not very good at hitting against the wall anymore. It's a skill. I then sucked at hitting against the wall for about 15 minutes, which didn't give me a lot of confidence before my match, I can't lie. I don't know what it was. It was insanely fast and I just was really struggling. In my second group stage match, I was playing a player called Jaden from Singapore. He actually ranked around 200 in the world on the ITF junior rankings. He's only 18 years old. So I wasn't really sure what to expect, but I went in there having some confidence, having played and won my first round match. Now going into match number 2 of the group. This was going to be crucial to start with a 2-0 record and put myself as number 1 in the box. Now I started off pretty strongly, winning my service game to love. Using that momentum from the day yesterday, definitely wanted to have a pretty strong start. I felt like in these matches, if you can get ahead, you can stay ahead. Whereas if it's tight, if it's cagey, it's going to become a really long match, especially with a full third. So that was definitely my mindset going in. And as you can see, I started serving pretty well. I really feel like I'm getting used to this racket really well. It's obviously a power racket, the FX 500 from Dunlop. So using the power to my advantage was, what I was aiming for. I listened to a podcast about Liam Brody talking about, how he made it to the top 100. And he said, every single match he wanted to come off playing the right way. And that's something I'm big on with my coach as well. It's playing the right way, playing to win, playing in a way that's going to be taking you to the next level. Even if right now it doesn't get you the win, or even if right now you don't play your best tennis. I think that's something I've been really trying to battle mentally, because it's always a fight, wanting to play a certain way in the moment or getting nervous. But that's something I've been really trying to focus on from my mindset perspective, using my forehand to be aggressive, hitting through my backhand side, getting some height clearance over the net, going for my 1-2 punches. I mean, you get the idea. And on points like this, really just trying to stay solid on that backhand side, not kind of be forced to go slice or not be forced to go line. And as you can see, I get the error there. And I think the whole of last week and this week, that mindset's been what's really been allowing me to kind of play some good tennis and really play shots like that, which I wouldn't usually try to do. So that's definitely been a step in the right direction. And a little bit of a relaxed return there. Not sure what I was doing, to be honest, but you can see me up 4-2 here, really just trying to come to the net as much as possible on these super fast courts. It's a really useful tactic, takes a lot of time away from your opponent. And I'm up 5-2, I'm kind of cruising here, I was feeling super confident, I was getting a lot of depth on my shot and felt really stable from the baseline, which is a really nice feeling in a match. You sometimes get that feeling where you're just comfortable, you can put this ball wherever you kind of want, and that's, for me, a very dangerous place to be. And volleys like that weren't really helping, but definitely feeling really confident on the forehand, putting it literally in the corner. And felt really happy to kind of be on court. I don't know what it was, the weather, just being in Japan. Had a little bit of gratitude before the match, like just felt really kind of grateful to be in the position of playing this event. And I think that really helped me to play some really good tennis and play really free, because I was just enjoying the process of being here, competing, working on the bigger goal. And it was quite a liberating feeling, really. And we take the first set 6-2 in 34 minutes. Some very good first serve percentage scores and second serve percentage scores, to be honest. Nearly 90% of points won. That's how you know you're doing a good job. And once again, trying to carry that momentum into the second set and try and make this as easy for myself as possible, knowing I've got quite a few guaranteed matches, so I definitely didn't want to make it too physical for myself. We get a chance to go up an early break here at 40-30 and just misses wide, and I go 2-love up. Now, if you guys enjoy these types of videos and you enjoy these commentaries and stuff, it would really mean a lot to me if you'd go and click that subscribe button. You guys are the best community out there on the tennis space, especially on YouTube, and I appreciate every single one of your support, and it would mean the world to me to help carry on making these videos, help funding the journey, and you can do that just by subscribing to the channel. And a 4-1 up here in the second set. This is where I really began to enjoy myself. And on the side, you can actually see Iori, my favourite Japanese tennis YouTuber, supporting me from the side. We were about to film a session after this match, and with the momentum going my way, I get another break point here at 4-1. Really just trying to kind of open up the court and get used to hitting the ball as not as hard as possible, but very hard. I mean, that was one of my main strategies towards the end of this match, to really get used to hitting through the ball. And as you can see here, at 5-1, let it rip on the forehand and take the W, 2 from 2 matches under the belt. Also guys, now that I've competed in my second UTR PTT event, I get what's called my UTR PTT Tour Card. Essentially, from every single event, you accumulate points, which go towards your combined ranking, where all of the players from these UTR events compete for a $500,000 bonus pool. Now, they count your top 8 events over the year, and depending on where you finish, you get different amounts of money. And obviously, this is a massive help to a lot of players to help them earn additional money throughout the year, and it obviously rewards doing well in the events. As well as that, UTR offers some really cool gear, a refund on your UTR Power subscription, and a discount on hotels and other really cool stuff. And I think this is a step in the right direction to helping a lot of players like myself making a living from playing the sport that we love.
Okay, what do you think? Iori's tennis.
Very consistent. He likes running.
Yeah.
So maybe with the knee, if I can make you move, it might be a little bit tricky.
Honestly, my knee is 100% ready.
Oh, okay.
You know, no excuse, you know. I'm 100% totally ready, and also Joko mode.
I'd see what Iori's got. I've watched some of his content. He's like an 11-2 UTR. So actually, he's actually better than I thought, because he didn't play any like ITFs or anything. Bit of a character. So basically, have a hitting session today, a couple practice point stuff, and then tomorrow on my day off, I'm gonna sacrifice some rest, and we're gonna be playing a full set. I think there's some stakes on it, so we have to decide what those are. But I'm excited. So me and Iori decided to have a little bit of a practice session, get to know each other's game, play a couple of out the hand points. Now, for those of you that don't know Iori, he plays a lot of tournaments in Japan. He's trying to qualify for the national finals tournament, and he's playing a multitude of events over the year to try and reach his goal. He's an absolute character. Go and subscribe to his channel. He's on his road to 100k, and it would mean a lot to him if you go over there and subscribe. So let's help him out.
So Felix, tomorrow, what is the rule? 1 set match? Is okay? Because I think 10 points. If we play 10 points, I think I'm gonna win.
You think so?
I think for you, better 1 set, I think.
Give me some more space.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. The thing is, if we do a warm-up too long, he's going to have used all of his energy running for every ball, you know? It's tactics. That's why I was trying to move you, you know? Right, first point I'm going to win. Ikuzo. So we're going to do best of 3 tie breaks to 10 and 7, I think. We changed it to 7 just because it was getting very physical. As you can see, Iori moving the ball around like crazy. Trying to incorporate some Japanese in there as well. I learned a couple of things from Ray Sakamoto, shout out Ray. And I was trying to use that to my advantage, maybe get in Iori's head. And I knew Iori was going to run for so many balls, so my main aim as well was to try and get some crazy points. Got to get some good clips for his YouTube, you know? and he already goes 7-4 up, a pretty commanding lead. Now he actually played a lot better than I thought he would, and you know, I was positively surprised. I think what he did really well was he used his forehand super well to kind of change the pace, which I wasn't really expecting, to be honest. And as you can see, I'm 9-7 down here. Decide to just absolutely unleash, no mercy on that forehand. I definitely didn't want to lose this first tie break. And he goes flying. This guy is 100% committed to the cause.
I genuinely thought it was 9-7 to me. That's why I was so relaxed.
Can I get a match point here at 10-9? And we go for the Hollywood shot. Definitely not what we wanted. And Iori now with a match point, going in with the forehand, trying to come forward to the net. Little droppy volley. And now I almost wanted to see how far we could take this. But my forehand had other plans.
What is your best shot?
Definitely not the drop shot after that set.
Yeah.
For sure, serve.
My favorite shot, also serve. So I think from serve, it's gonna be more difficult match for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second set, I was having none of it. I wanted to take this to a third, and so I said to myself, fully lock in. No content mode, Felix, only tennis. Rip it to each side, make him move, and let's just say I was super locked in. And a rare backhand line to take me to 6 love here. Yeah, definitely as soon as I'm 100% focused, hitting my spots, coming forwards, it was going well. Go check out his video on his channel to see how that tiebreak ended.
Look at all this.
After the film with Iori, we're back at Sushi Row to try some more sushi. So nice, so convenient. I'm gonna get a good meal in after a lot of tennis. What is it?
Mint.
Mint? Ugh, looks a bit dodgy to me.
And so that's it for this half of the week. In next week's video, I'm going to be playing a full set against Iori. I'm going to see how week number 2 finished. Did I go undefeated in the group? Did I win my first pro title? Subscribe, turn notifications on. You don't want to miss it, trust me.